Okay, so let's talk about the versatility of a sweet potato and all the different recipes or options that you have, which are endless, but we'll touch on a few. So for breakfast, a great way to incorporate sweet potato, or one way that you could, would be maybe cubed roasted sweet potato over some granola with your milk of choice. That would be a great way to start get that morning fiber in your diet.
Now, you know what's interesting about that? If you do that in the morning, because you got like the granola, or you can do the quinoa, and you do the coconut milk, you've already got your brain and your insulin and everything running on par.
Exactly. It's you've got your healthy, smart carbs, you've got your fats, you've got your protein. So it's a very well balanced meal that's going to totally fuel your brain and energize and fuel your muscles and your cells. Great way to start the day. So also another favorite that I love is my kind of go-to soup is I will roast cauliflower and sweet potato for about an hour in the oven, and combine that with some onions and leeks and some coconut milk and chicken stock in a pot, puree all of that up, and you just have a majorly anti-inflammatory, fiber-packed soup and meal that is so hearty and so filling. 2 sweet potatoes and 1 head of cauliflower in the soup will give me that. Usually will give me about 4 or 5 meals right there. So I have soup for a couple of days, and it's so hearty. Great, like blood sugar stabilizing, totally satiated, just power packed food to go to. And you can eat that at any time of the day. Also,
the one that I did was the linguine sweet potato. And I got to tell you, it shocked everybody because the pasta has no gluten. It's not made with anything but sweet potato. We made the sweet potato into a linguine, almost like a fettuccine, just the sweet potato. We didn't boil it now. We kept it in its natural form. Now, we did the raw butter, but I'm telling you, I would do it with coconut. And then I added some cinnamon to it. And we let that brown butter come into the play, and then we put a little bit of sage on it, and I have to tell you, it was sensational. It was the best pasta I have had in years that had no carbs, that had no gluten.
right.
You know, and I'm thinking, wow. And if you are a vegan, this is your heaven. Don't do it with the coconut, don't do it with the butter, but do it with the coconut. Totally vegan, totally vegetarian. It is like a heaven, the heavens open up, because with that cinnamon and sage, it is awesome.
Yeah, so, and the great thing is that we all want comfort food, and the sweet potato totally provides in the comfort food category, because if you want pasta but you don't want that super crazy insulin spike from the pasta, or you don't want that the gluten that's going to be super gut irritating, you're talking about a super slow burning, digesting food that is just going to fuel your body incredibly. Like, it's, I mean, it's, how can you
go wrong?
How can you go wrong?
And there's pictures. I'm going to have pictures of that pasta on the website so everyone can see it.
Awesome. Also, what else can we do?
Salad.
Yes, salad, actually. We could cube up, again, this sweet
Roast
potato.
it.
We could roast it, or we could pan fry it.
Yes, with a little cinnamon on it, because it keeps the flavor going.
Right, pan frying.
And then you can use, what I like about it, pine nuts. So now you got pine nuts, which is, oh my God, so awesome, that nut.
Yes.
You know, you got that crunchiness, but the pine nut has this, what is in that pine nut? Not fiber, but something else. It's a good fat.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so you got your coconut, you got the pine nut, then you can throw in some spinach,
Right.
you know, some bell peppers off in there.
Right.
And if you feel like a little meat, do a little prosciutto. Make
Right.
it easy for yourself.
Right.
You know, and it is sensational. If you want to throw in a little balsamic in there, you can. Throw some apples off in there, cook the apples, and have yourself a really warm salad. One salad that I have made, which is to take off the niçoise salad. is a string bean salad with red onions, and I know everyone's going to start going crazy. Red onions, yes, I said it. Sweet potatoes, olives, string beans, a little bit of balsamic, and goat cheese. That is my salad.
Yeah.
I take off the niçoise salad.
Perfect.
I take out the white potatoes and I put in the sweet potatoes.
That's right.
Then you got the string beans, you got the olives, you got the you got the onion, and then you can do goat cheese or feta, whatever you feel like it. And let me tell you, that warm salad hits the spot every time.
Yep, it totally does. I love the contrast of the cold greens and then the warm like veggies that you put and mix with the cheese. It's so satisfying, and a little bit goes a long way too. So yeah, salad is a fantastic option for sweet potato, and one that I think not a lot of people usually tend to think of. So I also love to do my baked potato or baked sweet potato in the oven. Same kind of cooking times and temperatures. Doesn't take too long, and one of my favorite ways to do it is I slather a lot of the grass-fed butter on it, and I do a raw cheddar cheese that I really love. Sprinkle that on top, and then sometimes you can either do like a ground meat mixture, put on top with some like extra veggies, or you can even, if you're vegetarian, throw some black beans. Black beans are super nutritious. Throw some black beans on top of that and some slices of avocado. If you don't even want to do the dairy, the avocado will double as like give you that cheese creamy kind of texture and feeling. So baked sweet potatoes they really hit the spot.
Here's another one. I know people are thinking, I've lost my mind. You can take a sweet potato just like you do a white potato and shred it like home fries and wrap it, and this is what's going to get you with halibut, and then wrap it with the sweet potato and cook it to where the sweet potato and the halibut becomes one, and it becomes nice and crunchy for the halibut.
That sounds awesome.
And then you could just use a little brown butter sage, then you could use some roasted Brussels sprouts with little pancetta,
Yeah.
and caramelize those
Right.
things. These are the things that people need to understand. You can use a sweet potato for everything.
Yeah, you can.
It's like a substitution from heaven.
Yeah, just think about switching it out. Anytime you want to use a regular potato, go for the healthier option. If you're in the mood for latkes, instead of going for regular potatoes, go for the sweet potatoes. They work. And if you maybe want just a tinge of that less sweet taste, just do the white flesh sweet potato as opposed to the bright orange colored flesh. I tend to go with the bright orange colored flesh because I want all that extra vitamin A, because vitamin A is so important for us. So yeah, aside from all these goodies, you can even get in with the sweets as well. Sweet potato pie is probably one of the most popular, but you can also do bars. You can make an energy drink. The bars, let's see here, you just need the puree from the sweet potatoes and maybe a little bit of honey, some almond flour, which is super easy for the body to digest, so we're not incorporating any kind of wheat flour or anything. Again, just very like fibrous, insulin flatlining foods here, and throw in some cinnamon, nutmeg, a little bit of baking soda, and you have an awesome energy fiber energy bar to get you through the whole day if you want, or that sweet treat at night after dinner. So those are just a few of the ways you can work with sweet potato, and hopefully you enjoyed the segment, and we'll talk to you next time.